What is going on, my Bob Nation? I am Bob's Baldroid, and I'm here with another video. And in this video, I have yet another deck profile, and if you haven't noticed already, I have brought out the Tyrantitar. Yes, this card is very controversial among many players. Some players think that this card could really do some big damage, and other players think that this card is going to completely fall on its face. And the deck that I have built here is a very different build than some people have tried to build. So, yeah, I just can't wait to see how this deck actually works. I've tested it with myself. It's been alright. It kind of works like the Primal Groudon deck, so it's a slower deck, but you can have Wobbuffet to stall, so that's the thing. So let's just get straight into this profile here. And to start off, our first Pokemon is Wobbuffet with that Bide Barricade ability. We run 4 of those. Bide Barricade's a great ability because it locks off all abilities besides psychic abilities when Wobbuffet is active. So pretty much everything but bats is really, that's the really only other good psychic Pokemon that has an ability, at least in standard. Then we also run 3 Tyrantitar and 3 Mega Tyrantitar. So this is our buddy here. And it has a great attack called Destroyer King. What Destroyer King does is it does 110 base damage, and it does 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So this thing has a very high damage output, especially if you can Destroyer King first and then your opponent doesn't have any damage counters on a Pokemon. You Destroyer King again, you can hit for like 720 or something like that. So this card is just crazy. So this is going to be our main attacker here, and this is what we want to get set up. Fortunately, it's got a high attack and a high retreat, so we want to make sure that we get that set up and try to avoid getting Lysandered. Into our supporter cards, we run 4 Professor Sycamore. This is pretty just standard. 3 Professor Birch. 1 Teammates. 1 Ace Trainer. And 1 Lysander. So, actually, I have the Teammates in here because, obviously, this deck needs a lot to set up. And those Wobbuffets get knocked out pretty often. And with this deck does run some Robosubs, so if a Robosub happens to get knocked out, it technically counts as a Pokemon, so we can Teammates after a Robosub has been knocked out. So that's really awesome. Into our item cards, start off with 4 VS Seeker. Overall, just great card. And with the Battle Compressors that we run in this deck, we can Battle Compressor, dump some supporter cards in the discard pile, and VS Seeker for them later. We also run 4 Ultra Ball. This is going to be our card that we use to search for Pokemon, so this is pretty much it for getting Pokemon, at least. And then here are the Robosubs I talked about. We run 3 of them. If anyone doesn't know what a Robosub is, it counts as a 30 HP basic Pokemon when you play it from your hand onto the bench. And when this Pokemon card is, or when this card is knocked out, it does not count as a prize. The opponent can't take a prize card. So this kind of counts as a Pokemon, but when it's knocked out, your opponent won't take a prize card for it. So it's a really great stall card. It can help you stall out to 3 turns. So that's great. We run 2 Switch. This is to get out of the Wobbuffet. If a Wobbuffet happens to kind of be in the active slot and we have a Mega Tyrantitar fully charged, we need to find a way to get out of that Wobbuffet. And, you know, we have to do that because I mean, I'm not going to attach the Wobbuffet to retreat. This deck is already slow enough. You need cards like Switch to help us get straight from the Wobbuffet into the Mega Tyrantitar quickly. And also I have to run these cards because if Tyrantitar happens to get Lysandered up or a Mega Tyrantitar with no energy on it, it's a sitting duck, and we can't really do much about it. We also run one escape rope here, so this is also, it's kind of like a Lysander in some situations if your opponent only has one Pokemon on the bench, and it's also a switch for us, so that's great. We run 3 Mega Turbos. Mega Turbo is a great card too. If we happen to be in the Mega Tyrantar state and we still need some more energy, just use Mega Turbo. Obviously, you guys probably can't read Japanese, so what Mega Turbo does is that when you play the card, you can take a basic energy card from the discard pile and attach it to one of your Mega Pokemon. So this can help us really speed up getting energy onto Mega Tyrantar. We also run 3 Battle Compressor. This is a card that we really want to get early because we can dump supporter cards, we can dump energy that will help us get onto the Tyrantitar and the Mega Tyrantitar later in the game. For tool cards, we run 4 Hard Charm. So, Hard Charm's a really great tool for Mega Tyrantar, mainly because you can just reduce damage and make it even a bulkier Pokemon, as Mega Tyrantar has 240 HP. A Hard Charm pretty much gives it to 60, so it's a really great card in that. We run 4 of those. I wanted to run some more tool cards, but I couldn't really run much more, so we might have a Headringer problem because we don't really have enough tools for 3 Mega Tyrantars, because Mega Tyrantar can have 2 tools attached to it, so that is kind of a positive and kind of a negative, because you can have 2 Hard Charms attached to a Mega Tyrantar, all reducing 40 damage, but if you only have 1 Hard Charm attached, another tool from your opponent can go onto it, so such as a Headringer. We don't really want that. We also want 1 energy retrieval. This is, again, when we dump those energy into the discard pile, we can pull them from the discard pile and put them into our hand. Great card in that. Our supporter card of choice is Team Magma's Secret Base. And what this does is it puts 2 damage counters on any basic Pokemon that was put from the player's hand onto the bench when the stadium is in play. So this is how we're going to get damage on Pokemon on the opponent's side, so we can actually start hitting for a lot of damage. So this is our means of doing it. A lot of people have tried to run the Bats line, but it just is very bulky and it really doesn't work out that often. So I'm going to try to see if Team Magma's Secret Base can work out for us. Energy, we run 7 basic energy. We need a lot of basic energy as we need to Mega Turbo them on. And just Mega Tyrantar has a high energy attack. We run 2 dangerous energy. And this is a special energy card that we can attach to Mega Tyrantar only. And so what it does is, it's kind of like a Rocky Helmet, where if a Pokemon was to attack a Tyrantar or Mega Tyrantar, it takes 2 damage. So this is another way to get some damage on the opposing Pokemon. So this is a really great card in that. We also run 1 double colorless energy. We really only need to run 1 because we have cards like Teammates that can help grab it for us, and Mega Tyrantar takes such a long time to charge up. It's likely that we'll just find this card over time, over turns, so we really don't need to run more than 1 double colorless energy. Oh yeah, and I forgot the Shauna. So this is from the supporters, so I forgot this. It's okay, Shauna. It's okay. It's okay. There we have it. That is our deck here, and I can't wait to just test this deck out. I'm going to a league today, so I am just ready to test out this great Mega Tyrantitar deck here. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys later with another Ancient Origins deck.